And welcome everybody joining me right here on Zoom on this Monday. And welcome to everyone joining us wherever you are connecting. It's good to be here. It's good to be together. We're just a few seconds from getting started, so please find your meditation posture and gently close your eyes. And then let awareness from your head all the way to your feet travel through the body and release and relax any place it can find that is holding on, is tightening, is tensing, and just gently relax any part of the body, any muscle contracting anywhere. And then allow awareness to try to fall with the breath, the sensations of the breath touching the inner walls of our nose. And just with each breath to see, with each out breath, to see if we can relax a little more, to let go a little more. Never to the point of falling asleep, but just at that edge between complete alertness and complete restfulness. And when you're right here in that sweet spot, being surrendered into this moment, you can say to yourself, Hineni, I am here. And with that, I'll invite us into practice. And we'll enter, as always, with our Shalom chants, bringing into this session energies of peace and wholeness, energies of completeness and harmony. If you want to chant with me, I invite you to draw a breath for Shalom. And if you did chant like I did, like me, allow the body now to find once again, after the chant, the natural rhythm of its own breath, and to rest and relax once more. And if any tension came up during the chanting, just allow your body to relax once again. And stay with the breath as I invite the angels to come and meditate with us. Imagining Uriel flying down from heaven, whatever that means, to come and sit in front of us. Uriel means divine light and divine fire. We can imagine Uriel beaming its light into our minds and our hearts, shining its brightness to keep us alert, to keep us awake. Uriel also kindles for us the fire of curiosity, sakranut in Hebrew, to become ever more curious to the moment-to-moment experience that we have while meditating. Coming to sit on our left, Archangel Gabriel, whose name means divine strength, divine courage, comes to sit by our side. Gabriel is the pillar of Hatmada, steadfastness, diligence, discipline. Gabriel is the angel that keeps us diligently, steadfastly glued to the object of our meditation. At this moment, simply the sensations of the breath touching the inner walls of our nose, coming in and going out. Archangel Raphael is the angel who comes and sits behind us. Raphael means divine healing presence. Raphael is the pillar, the angel of patience in our meditation, savlanut, patient with our practice, patient with ourselves, never beating ourselves up, never indulging in negative self-talk about our practice, never letting in any negative belief. Finally, on our right comes to sit Archangel Michael, Michael, meaning who is like God. Michael sits on our right. He is the archangel, the pillar of Hishtavut, equanimity, which we understand to mean non-reactivity, non-involvement, non-attachment. And we can imagine these angels sitting by our sides or know them to be part of us, speaking together with us a kavanah, an intention, that I might recognize awakened awareness now for the greatest good of all. Body breathing in, body breathing out. Those of you who have your regular practice, please invite that practice to be part of this time if you haven't already, using this time. Using this time to dive into this particular practice you have. As for me, as we speak, the house across the street from mine is being torn down. So you may not hear it, but I hear bulldozers and excavators and whatever heavy machinery is being used to literally remove this house from the block. So there's a lot of now noise around. Though I have set my mic to filter it out, you may be hearing a large boom from time to time. Just know that nothing is happening to me, it's outside. But I always enjoy when more is offered to my practice. And sounds can be a distraction, and or sounds can be fodder for practice. On one level, it is fodder for practice to watch our reactivity, our lack of hishtavut, of equanimity in the face of all the sounds and the noises that comes from mind, that come from thoughts that resist reality, that wish that what is going on would not go on, that has perhaps an understanding or a vision or an expectation that when we meditate, things should be absolutely quiet all around us. Maybe we hold those kinds of notions, and so we bump into them when our expectations, real or unreal, aren't met. So that's one aspect of practice. We can look at our, oftentimes our emotional reactions, our mental reactions, all of that content. And working with Michael, with Michael, to practice equanimity. There are the sounds, noises. Yes, there are. And since there isn't much I can do about it, why should I waste any energy, any thinking energy, any emotional energy to wish it wasn't there? Why don't I just relax and invite the sounds to just be sounds? I don't have the power to stop the world for 30 minutes on a Monday. We'll see. Tomorrow is another day, but today I feel that I don't have that power, so I don't want to invest any energy in wishing reality to be different than it is. That's one aspect of practice. The second, just as powerful, I believe, is that it really invites us to rest as awareness, to really work with those sounds, whatever the sounds may be. It could also simply be, the fan trying to cool your computer off. Whatever the sound may be, subtle or very loud. Sometimes when we're very quiet, we can start even hearing the beating of our heart. I've learned in my years of meditation that there is actually no place with absolute silence. It is not a possible human experience. Because even in the absolute quiet, if we were able to have absolute quiet around us, there will still be the sound of our breath, and then the sound of our heart would become really loud all of a sudden. But the second practice is about resting as awareness, as the field of awareness. And that's my invitation to you. Whatever the sounds are in your space right now or around your space right now, be the vast field of awareness, like a very large bubble. I don't know. You can describe it to yourself in whatever way works, but I like to use that very large bubble that expands far beyond, obviously, the walls of my office, since the sounds that are bothering me are behind the walls. But the field of listening is really vast. We can hear planes flying overhead, sometimes hundreds and hundreds of, sometimes a mile high. I don't know what 30,000 feet is in yards, but very high. And yet we can hear the field of listening is really stretching, really vast. So see if you can be that field, the field of awareness, the field of listening. And notice that every sound arises within the field. That there is really no sound outside the field of awareness. Everything arising within. The plane, the excavator, the bulldozer, the fan of your computer, the birds outside the house. Voices of people, everything arises within you, within the field of awareness, of your awareness. Nothing exists outside. No sound exists outside of your field of awareness, your field of listening. There is no outside. Even the sound of this voice appears within the field of your awareness. It appears as the voice begins and it disappears as the voice stops, as is just happening right now. Every sound coming, 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 going, 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 gone. Entering the field of listening, leaving the field of listening. Arising from the silence, returning into the silence. Born and existing just a few seconds and then disappearing. So rest as the field of listening. This is a Shema Israel meditation. Just listen. Just listen. You are the awareness within which everything appears and disappears. Nothing exists outside of you. And gently we let go of our practice. Taking a couple of deeper breaths, perhaps, to transition out of our meditation. And letting the body stretch if it feels the body needs to do that. And we'll close as always with our Shalom chant, also arising within the field of listening, as we dedicate our practice to all beings and pray that all beings, including ourselves, might know Shalom, might know peace and wholeness, harmony and completeness in our minds, in our hearts, and in our lives. Modani. Thank you, everyone.
Moda, honey.
Modan Ani. Thank you.
Dani, thank you.
Moda Ani. Thank you.
Deani, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a great day.